ass all the way to the bank.
Yeah. Another show, another Friday. They're gonna laugh at you all the way to the bank.
This is episode 20. They're gonna laugh at you.
20, numero 20.
Numero 20. Feels good, man. We're
Actually,
ready.
we gotta say it right. It's numero 20.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
God.
20.
Everybody say-
This is in Starbucks.
So we got a
20.
20.
This show number 20.
So, the intro. Hiya, this is Cali, the vlogger, and Technician, and we got Lay up in the building. Let me see.
We had the
See if I could.
the
Use the
traffic
camera
reporter
here.
came back from a vacation. from
Yeah,
New
she was on
Year's.
vacation for a couple of days.
I
A
wish.
couple of weeks. So today we're actually recording finally for our YouTube channel. While we're recording also the podcast. So what's good, man?
Multitask.
No, I mean I'm trying to like get some stuff in the mission. I'm trying to see if the camera can see because I don't want to hear people. Oh, but we can't see your face.
You don't
Yeah,
gotta see
there we
your
go.
damn face.
I mean that's how.
The fuck?
As you know, I can't record all of us because it's like she's on the other side. So
That's fine. Just record her for the
she
whole
doesn't like
hour.
being on camera. So what is good, peoples? Episode 19 was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed editing it. I enjoyed listening to it while I was editing it. So if you're listening to episode 20, you haven't listened to 19,
The
you should
poopy
go back.
analyzer.
That
You like that one, Lay? The poop analyzer?
She hasn't heard it yet.
Oh my god.
You gotta hear it. So if we see all of a sudden somebody comes out with a business about how to analyze dog shit DNA, right?
Mm-hmm.
And identify where that dog comes from,
The owner.
you guys owe us
You're gonna get a ticket in
royalties.
the mail.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get it started. Couple of topics.
Where you want to start with?
I mean,
Every
whatever.
top
It's
or-
like
Let's talk about with this douche, Aziz Ansari.
Oh my god.
Well, he's not a douche.
douchebaggery continues. Part like
Nah,
10
but
already.
I don't know.
You know
I
what
feel,
happened
I
here?
feel
She's
kind of like
a chick with regret.
I feel
The
kind of
sex
dirty.
was whack.
I was reading. I feel kind of dirty for him.
Really?
Oh yeah, he put his fingers in her mouth or something
Well, not
like that, right?
I'm not. I'm just like.
Well, all right.
First of all,
let's-
because to me, like he's like a nurse. I feel.
So let's break it down.
Did you
Let's
see Black Mirrors, the first episode?
I say all the Black
Season
Mirror.
4?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
break it
talk
down.
about creepy geek, okay? So
Let's break it down. What happened with
And
Aziz?
hold on, before you know where the actor's from, right?
Friday Night Lights,
No.
Jesse
Yeah.
Plemons.
No. Well,
From
that
Friday
too,
Night Lights,
but
yeah.
where he's really from.
No.
From Breaking Bad.
I didn't,
Oh, I
see
didn't
Breaking
watch
Bad.
that.
I know.
You guys, oh my
I
god.
know. I know.
Turn
Everybody.
this shit off.
Everybody.
I didn't know he was in it.
Everybody says that it's a
Yeah,
really
he's like
great.
one of the main. And
Well,
the
he's gonna have a
end.
baby now with Kirsten Dunst.
Wow.
Anyway.
So okay, Aziz Ansari.
Good.
Funny guy, comedian. He does stand up. He has like a really. I mean, I haven't seen it, but
He's
funny,
come
right?
up.
It's a
He's
really
come
good
up,
show
yeah.
on
He's a
Netflix.
good guy.
He was
What
in
is
Parks
it?
and Rec.
Master Jack of
Yeah.
no, not Jack of all trades, Master of none. It's just Master of none, right?
Master of none. Yeah.
Whatever.
He
Anyway,
was in Parks and Rec.
Yeah, that's where you
yeah.
guys.
So is the little Indian
start
dude,
knowing.
just in case.
Little Indian,
So
little Indian dude.
apparently, right? So he goes on this date. Oh, the girl was a fan
Well,
of
it was
his.
after what,
She
the
was a
Golden
photographer.
Globes,
No,
right?
it was before the Golden Globes.
I thought
Apparently,
it was after, like after party.
During, I think, the Golden.
Oh, whatever.
something like that.
before the Golden
In
Globes.
the Golden Globes.
Apparently, the guy, right? She was like a fan of his or some shit, and then they end up
Yeah, they
hooking
met
up.
Yeah, they exchanged numbers.
They exchange numbers. They end up hooking up. They end up doing it. He wins a Golden Globe, and a mysterious text comes in, right? Some shit like that. Like she
Mysterious
felt,
text. It was from her.
she
You know.
felt like she felt a certain type of way about the sex. So she's accusing him. Help me out here. I mean,
That's the thing. I don't know if she's accusing him or she said she was what? She was giving hints.
This was an
said she
article
was
that
giving
she had
hints.
she had written.
but
for
she
Babe.net.
wrote it. Yeah, she wrote the article. That just tells you something right there. That's number one. So she writes the article explaining. So she goes into detail, like what he did to her, like stuck his fingers in her mouth and whatever. And basically, she's accusing him now. She's Me Tooing him, right?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Because she says that, he lured her with his words and, and...
You don't know the whole story, do you?
I haven't read the whole babe
then-
thing, the whole
okay.
babe.com. So that's what I'm saying.
Let's
I got two people here, and
let's hear the
Nothing.
lady's perspective.
Nothing. They went on a date. She's 23. Come
Yeah.
on now, like
She's
you
young.
know what you're doing. If you're on a date and he says, "Let's go back to my apartment," what the fuck do you think is gonna happen?
They're gonna bake
exactly.
cookies.
That's my point.
Come on, I'm not saying that's an excuse for him to be a skeevy little perv. But it's just common sense. You're 23. You're not fucking 15. Don't go to his apartment.
But that's my
At the end
whole
of the day,
thing.
he's
Like,
a man. He wants to get in your pants.
look,
Then she's detailing here that he started taking off
his clothes, and he started taking off her clothes.
If you're that uncomfortable,
Then
why
he-
you still there?
Why-
And he
you
went down
there?
on her,
And
and she's.
you
Well,
know,
that's what's
like,
going-
and then she ended up doing it. Come on,
but
that
that's
was
what
just
I'm
sex
saying.
with
see.
regret. She
Yes.
consented. It was whack or whatever. I'm sure it was whack by, but and she regretted it. She was probably like,
Whack
this wasn't
sex.
worth it. But let me get something out of it. I mean,
Yeah, that's
again,
my
you
whole
know,
thing. Like,
It just seems that way.
It's like
And
we've
it
said
sucks because
before.
it just puts a damn cloud on all the women that actually have gone through this in a serious manner, and they actually need to be acknowledged, and they're actual victims, not some pathetic. Like, come on, just go to the next guy. Maybe he'll freaking flip your socks better, and
I
you'll
don't-
totally forget it. Like,
It's
you know,
that-
you're
it's-
young.
it's the
You have more
whole-
dicks on the way.
it's the whole let's make a whole scandal. Let's ride the wave, because basically that's what it is.
Yeah, and like it sucks because if she, I mean, it just has no real value. Like her story, a lot of people
her
are
story
like,
is like-
it just doesn't. I don't know.
mean,
She got the exposure, but
Yeah,
even though
that's
she
what
remained
she wanted.
anonymous,
I just don't get the whole. Listen, if you go to an apartment, you go to somebody's house, and you're doing the whole. You already went there, because if you felt
Yeah,
uncomfortable,
but then she got mad detailed. Like nobody wants to know where his fingers are.
That's the
But-
thing. Like, why did she get so detailed?
but that's what I'm saying. Like, why did you put? It's like we spoke last time about the guy Kevin Spacey with the dick going to his face. Like, why are you putting yourself in that situation? And then listen, I know there's true victims out there. That shit happens, and and there's assholes out there, and there's perverts. That's But in this specific case, I don't know. I'm not convinced. So it's just coming
That's where
to
it is. Yeah, I'm not totally convinced that there was any.
I just listen. It's just come to a point where I
Has
feel
no
that.
sex appeal.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when you look at him, I look at him and I'm like, I can't picture him like forcing
Yeah,
himself on somebody.
exactly.
Look at him.
People.
It's like it's just I don't know. He looks so.
That's mean. No, but
He's just a funny guy. That's
That's what I'm saying. He
It's
looks.
just,
I don't know. I want to say innocent, even though
And
yes,
I- and I'm not a
Indian
fan.
people do have that fame, right? Indian man.
like innocent.
No, and that they're fucking horn dogs, according
Oh,
to
yeah.
what I've heard. I feel like
yeah, you're.
I feel like I'm gonna. No,
What's the matter with you?
I need to edit that out just in case. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna go somewhere
they're
I was
horn
gonna
dogs,
go to I was
and
gonna
you
go
think
to a
he
place
might be
of
a
no
pervert.
return.
Right, well, yeah.
But he doesn't look like a pervert.
And my opinion is that because I'm not really siding with him because I'm not a fan of him.
I'm not siding with him, period, because I don't know
Parks
him.
and Rec. I haven't seen really anything that he's in, and it's not like like oh my god, like let's see if Tom Hardy gets accused.
I don't.
Then I'll be like, no, he didn't.
I can't side with anybody. The truth is, I mean, I don't know them, and even if I knew them, like I wasn't there.
Yeah, but it's like Lady said, it's just they went on a date. The sex
It
sucked.
seemed like it sucked.
Yeah, it seemed like it
He
sucked, and
felt-
she regretted
he
it,
regretted
and
it,
and
and-
she was like, all right, this is a perfect opportunity.
And it sucks though because if she's
and listen, he's a supporter of the whole Me Too
movement.
Yeah, and the whole
It's
Time's
just,
Up and.
But what I think it's creating confusion because it's like, what is it that she wants out of it?
I don't know.
She's not asking for money. She remained anonymous. But so what was the point of?
I don't know.
She consented at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Maybe she felt like she was persuaded or pushed into it.
Well, that's
but
according to what I read, that's what it sounded like she was saying. Like he lured her with his words.
Por favor.
with his
jokes. With his jokes.
You're 23.
It made her, I don't know, like he convinced her. Like, come on, man. Listen, I don't give a shit if he convinced you.
I'm telling you, nobody's held accountable for their fucking actions
There you
anymore.
go. There we go. That's the key right here. Accountability, people. We've spoken about this many times before. Accountability. So
I mean, but like Lady's saying, she is 23, so she is still young.
You got
but
mad
that's
dicks
what I'm
ahead of
saying.
you.
Like, listen, you're a grown ass woman already.
Yeah, not right.
Nah, still young.
But again, I believe if you were forced, like held down, rape, shit like that, listen, go ahead.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do.
Out his ass,
These
do
people need to
whatever.
be, they need to be, have accountability for their actions. I get that. I'm all for it. Speak up. But if you went on a date, in the back of your head, when you go on a date, in the back of your head, getting it in is there.
Yeah, you gotta sign. What is it you say? You gotta sign the contract now.
But that's exactly. So it's coming to a point where we're gonna have to have contracts to go on a fucking date. You gotta sign. Listen, I'm taking you out to dinner.
Wasn't there a skit or something, some comedy show about that?
The what?
I think I don't know, it was the girl, the guy asked her on a date, and they had before we go out, can you,
Yeah.
like they had to sign the contract.
There should be a contract. Listen, we're going on a date. There's a possibility of sex. I don't know, something like that, and then we go on this date. So because it's true. Like when you go on a date, it doesn't matter if it's your first date, second date, third date. Sex is always a possibility. It's just the truth. It doesn't matter. It's always a possibility. It doesn't have to happen. I'm just saying, but it's a possibility. Mm-hmm. And I hate that these people go and when they're like, oh, so he took me back to his apartment. Did he kidnap you? You voluntarily went to his apartment.
But did you die?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so if you go to a person's apartment, what do you think is going to happen? The possibilities are higher.
They're going to bake cookies.
Listen, as a man, if a woman says like, hey, you want to come back to my place? All I'm going to think about is, I'm getting it in.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, it's true. I mean, there's no way around it. And I feel like all of a sudden people are mad naive. Like, oh, so I went to his apartment. What time was it? It's like 3 a.m. What were you doing there? I mean, did he invite you over for tea? I don't know.
Yep.
So that's what's up with Aziz Ansari. I don't know. I don't know.
New invention, date contracts.
Yeah, date contracts. That's a new invention. So,
matter of fact, you can save it on your phones too and make them sign it.
That should be an app. Listen, I'm not putting this out there just in case if somebody copies it. We can go back to this and be like, listen, that's intellectual property, IP.
There you go, date contract app.
There should be a date contract app.
Even better. It should be on all those date apps like fucking Tinder, a Bumble. When you swipe that person,
possibility. You're consenting to even if we met at a bar, I take out my app and I make you like sign in or some shit, and you boom, that's it.
There you go.
Certainly, the future is you're gonna have a barcode on your wrist, and then there's gonna be little buttons that you press. I consented to this, so it goes out to the world or whoever's. It's a Black Mirror episode.
Oh,
Soon to be episode.
From my ass all the way to the bank.